Welcome to Classic Game Room, where I bring you Parasol Stars, the story of Bubble Bobble 3. All of this TurboGrafx 16 goodness on one little two-dimensional card that contains bubbles bobbling. Just remember not to bend, break, submerge, or light this thing on fire, and it doesn't work in the ATM. It's for the TurboGrafx 16! You know, I get a lot of requests for games on this thing. Well, here you go. Parasol Stars, the story of Bubble Bobble 3, and the first game ever reviewed on this show with the word Parasol in the title. A game that you've gotta love because it gives you 7,000 points per beer. I wish I got 7,000 points per beer. I'd have a couple extra lives in no time. I would give Connor McLeod a run for his money. Okay, well, I really like this game, but I'm going to have a hard time explaining the gameplay to you because I barely understand it. It's just awesome. You throw things, you eat fruit and beer and pieces of pie and score points. And there's lots of ways to maximize your points. I've had similar games with score differences in the hundreds of thousands or millions of points. And I'm not entirely sure what I did right or wrong, except I'm always having fun. I've heard nothing but great things about the Bubble Bobble series, and believe it or not, this is my first Bubble Bobble experience. That's right, Parasol Stars has my innocence. Anyway, if you're confused about what's happening on screen, then join the club. I was confused while playing it, but it actually starts to come together and make some kind of coherent sense when you play it. Basically, you want to stay alive, and your parasol, or your giant colorful umbrella, is your weapon. That's right, kids, the parasol is the new chainsaw. You grab enemies with it and throw them. You grab bubbles and throw them at enemies. You stun enemies and then pick up their stunned carcasses and throw them for points and make ice cream. I just stepped on a golden pig, lost a life, and gained a miracle. What were these designers on? Whatever it was gave them the munchies. How about some pink unicorns to toss around the screen? Yup, Parasol Stars has those too. Whoa, gotta watch out though, it's easy to be greedy. Parasol Stars has that risk versus reward style gameplay which makes arcade games so much fun. Do you play it safe, or do you go all crazy and try to throw the pigs into each other and make fruit? After spending a few weeks on and off playing this, I've come to the conclusion that I really enjoy this game, and I've missed my TurboGrafx 16. Which does a great job. Parasol Stars looks good, it sounds good, and, most importantly, it plays extremely well. This is from Taito and Working Designs, two companies that did great work. Taito you should know, and Working Designs published such titles as Sylphid Lost Planet and Thunder Force 5. After every couple levels, you end up with a boss battle, some of which are insanely difficult, others are way too easy, but on the whole, Parasol Stars is extremely challenging. Once you get to levels with enemies that you have to hit more than once, it just goes to a whole new level of insanity. And you can't take forever on any one level either. You've got to get out of there before the timer goes off and death, beats you to death with oranges or something. You gotta watch out for your feet. They're not protected by the parasol. I've got a big Classic Game Room shout out and thank you to send to Nicholas from Orlando Park, Illinois, who sent this to the show. It's a great game, and one that I hope to spend more time with in the future because I'm kind of stuck at the beginning of level 4. Those robot things are damned hard. You have a couple credits that you can use for continuing, which is great for practice, and I think you'll love Parasol Stars if you enjoy good arcade-style games. It's tons of fun, highly recommended for the TurboGrafx 16. So thanks again to Nicholas. And if you're looking for this game, it seems to hold its value online, but it's worth every penny. Parasol stars for the TurboGrafx 16.